Hi, this is Veronica Greenwell. I am going to be leading this very first Happy Healthy Birth group coaching session with you guys. If you have questions about being pregnant, type them in the comments. And so this group is really for all women who are in those childbearing, child rearing stages. Okay, so I'm Veronica Greenwell. I have 3 children of my own. I love having them. My oldest is 9.5. I have a 7.5-year-old, and my daughter is turning 3 tomorrow. She's my youngest. So my background is that I studied exercise and sports sciences in college. I'm not interested in sports at all. Not interested in athletics, but I'm fascinated with people. I have always loved how the human body works. I have always loved how we function in our world, how our bodies react to our environment, whether it's a healthy environment or a toxic environment, whether that has to do with like environmental pollution or the people that we're surrounded with or the situations that surround us. Also, our internal state, how we're thinking about things, how we're feeling spiritually, how our emotions are dealing with situations. And then also how things like, if we're hydrated are affecting our bodies. And so it's funny because I studied exercise and sports sciences because they had anatomy and physiology and all of these different things. And we studied our bodies through an athletic lens. And then when I gave birth years later, I realized that birth was my sport. It was a sport that I had always been looking for. That was a place where everything that I had ever learned and everything I ever knew about bodies could be combined into this amazing, just an amazing experience. And for some people, birth is amazing and wonderful. For some people, birth is harder than expected. And some people can have traumatic births. And it's all part of the human experience. And we can work with ourselves. We can learn so much about ourselves and the world around us when we're honest with ourselves about our expectations, we're honest with ourselves about our preparation, we're honest with ourselves about our providers, we're open and in an interesting place emotionally to recover and heal from whatever has happened to us in birth. And I just love it. I love being a part of it, and I feel very blessed to be a part of this community now and building a new community for childbirth and pregnancy. After I studied exercise and sports sciences, I went on to get a master's degree in public health, which is studying diseases and epidemics and problems in populations, in people. And it's also about risk assessment. And so, one thing I love about pregnancy is that, and one thing I want to tell you when you're asking a question like, is this okay or is that okay? There's always a risk and there's always benefits to things. And each mother, each parent, each couple needs to weigh the risks and the benefits with their with their situation and with their desired outcome, and everybody's individual in that way. And one of the benefits for you to have me is that you can ask me a question, and I'm going to ask you more questions to tease out what could be the benefit for you, what could be risks, and then let you decide what's best for you and what you want and what you desire, preparation that you want. uh, you know and it really varies even around the country and in country to country, because this is going to be an international group. you know Risks are different in different places for different things, and we'll be open and honest about them. So anyway, after I studied public health, I had my first child, and I took a Bradley method class, which is husband coach childbirth. It has an archaic name, it has archaic images, but the information that I received really gave me the ability to make informed decisions about my birth and really enjoy and feel very educated in everything that happened to me afterwards. And then I became a Bradley Method teacher, and I taught the Bradley Method for a number of years. And then a group of childbirth educators and I got together, and we wanted to update the information that was in the Bradley Method, which was made in the 70s. And we created, I keep saying I did not help that much, I'll be honest, this amazing workbook for Brio Birth. And we started a new birth organization called Brio Birth. And this is a gorgeous workbook. I'm going to be going from it, but I just wanted to show you because I feel famous about it. In the book, there's a picture of me and my second born nursing, talking about breastfeeding, sideline positions. Now you see my boob. But I loved being in the book. I loved working with all these other childbirth educators. We started a new childbirth organization. I've been certified in the Bradley Method, Informed Beginnings, and Brio Birth. And I've also been a doula. So I was certified through Doulas of North America, which is DONA International. And I worked and I helped women go through a number of births and had really good experiences inside of the hospital. And I brought all of that to my birth care. This is a group for you. This is a group for you to come when you're pregnant, when you're nursing, when you're getting, when your baby's like 3 or 4 months old, when you have another child. If you have another child, this group is going to exist for you as a resource. And I want you to always be open and feel comfortable coming here, asking questions. Invite your friends in if they become pregnant. And we're forming a community here. So we're going to make it something incredible that we want to share with others. I wish you the best for a happy, healthy birth. Good night.